My birthday is coming soon, lads and lasses. Just figured I'd let you know about that.
This is Professor Godeel. We could really use him on our side. Nana, please.
Sir, Professor Godeel was a central figure and lead researcher at the Giant Force Metal Research Lab that was here in Giga City. He's a renowned specialist in complex energy theories and is also an accomplished engineer.
Where is he?
When the rebellion army caused the uprising, he retreated to the safety of his lab, and since then he has refused any kind of contact with both the army and the government.
Which means we'll have to sneak into a lab that's heavily guarded against intruders.
That's true, but the professor could help us strengthen the base, as well as helping us with our preparations to fight the rebellion army.
We've got to get the prof on our side before the rebellion army does.
Professor Godeel looks more like a duck. Matter of fact, I have no idea what he is. Yo YouTubers, welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man X Command Mission. Last time we found out who the real Massimo is, and defeated the boss of Chapter 3, Silverhorn. Now we have Nana in the base, which means we have a few new options open to us. Well, actually we don't need to worry about that. That involves the Game Boy Advance, but for some reason the wire that connects the GameCube to the Game Boy Advance, I think I mean it the other way around. Anyway, unfortunately that wire doesn't work for me anymore. I had it for a long time, but now it doesn't work. I have no idea what that is. Okay, the deployment center here. Well. Okay, now that we have these open, let's start with the deployment center. Okay, the deployment center. Here we can send other Reploids and stuff, so to speak, to areas we've been to before. As we go to new areas, they'll be open to us. Let's start with the Legrano Ruins. Right now, we've only got 3 units to choose from. These red guys are the attack ones; those are more offensive. I think these guys can help find. Wait, what was it again? Okay, so red is Zenny, yellow is item, and yeah. I think you kind of get the idea, right? So we can send up to 3 of these guys. The first one you select is the leader. Yeah, apparently they're Mavericks we fought before, but now they're on our side. Your selection of the Reploids, I'm gonna call them at this point, will determine how well they do. Since we've only got these guys, it looks pretty solid. After you select your 3, at the most, Nana will give you her opinion on your selection, and, well, this looks pretty promising. Not like we have any other choice. Now we could go back to other areas, and we can actually find more robots to send out. That's very nice. Now for the next part that's open to us, the Sky Room. The Sky Room, it's more of a special features thing. It's nothing all that major, but just a little something to view some extra stuff we've unlocked. Let's start with here, a jukebox. Here we can listen to music we've unlocked. This is Land of Oblivion. Yep, it's the theme of the Legrano Ruins. And we can also watch cutscenes, if we've unlocked them. Yeah, we've already got the first one of Chapter 1 unlocked, the opening scene. Here we got a wallpaper here. This is the only thing here. It's really nothing special, just something to hang up here. Now here you can view the figures you've gotten. We can get a close-up of each one too. We can rotate them around to get a good view of them. I don't know why you would have Hippopressor, because he's so butt ugly. And finally over here, we can view data. Basically it shows what you've done, what you've cleared and everything. Battle data, Zenny data, equation, and so on and so forth. Plus, you can also... This customized thing is for X's Scarf. That's all it is. we can use the red scarf or the blue scarf. See? Now it's nice and blue. I'm actually going to stick with the red one because, well, obviously red is my favorite color, but that's not the real reason. I just think red looks better on X. Well, the scarf anyway. His armor should stay blue. Anyway, that's really all to show here in the Sky Room. There will be another scarf to unlock. I think there's one or two more. I think it's a green scarf and a yellow scarf. On my first playthrough, I got the green scarf. I don't know if there really is a fourth scarf. I'm probably wrong about that. So yeah. Anyway, if you go this way, you can talk to Massimo, who's right there all by his lonesome. Yeah. That's been a nice info. Okay, now before we actually go on to the next chapter, let's go on and buy some more stuff. Okay then, so let's see what we got here for new weapons. The Protect Lance, that's a new one for, yeah. Guard Buster Mark II, that's nice. And Jack of Hearts. We already have one of those. Got the Queen of Diamonds, Queen of Clubs, Queen of Spades. Ooh. Yeah, we'll get the Queen of Clubs. And the Protect Lance and Guard Buster Mark II. There we go, that's nice. Let's go ahead and equip them right now. Massimo gets the Protect Lance. Spider will get the Queen of Clubs. And X will get Guard Buster Mark II. Let's see, let's check on the items. That's still a face only a mother could love. Okay, let's see here. Tier 1, reboot. I think we're actually good on those. And let's see if we can check on some Force Metal. Line protection, berserk, fine, blah 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 blah. But first, let's check our Force Metal, see what we got here. It's been a while since I last played, since the last recording, so I'm probably a little off with some of this. Let's organize some of these. Yeah. Well, Massimo's always saying he needs more power, so we'll give him more power. And no longer need the Water Guard. Let's go with... more speed. On the whole, I think we're good, so... I'll see you guys back at Central Tower. Or the base, whatever you want to call it. Since technically we are still in Central Tower, just the other side. Oh well, I'll just see you guys there. Okay, on the whole, I think we're all set, so talk to Nana so we can begin our mission. Except for Gold Deal Laboratory. Let's go! Chapter 4, Gold Deal Laboratory. Well, so much for an intro cutscene. So here we're in the Gold Deal Laboratory. And we're already greeted by a sub-boss. Well, 2 more Prions this time. So yes, we're already starting off with an intro boss. Sort of. Alright, let's check this one. This is a Prion Gunner. So these guys, looks like they just do shot attacks. Not bad, but it must be a pretty darn pain to walk with those things. I mean, seriously. Okay, so we can steal a twin missile and can gain build power. And tank energy, of course. And Prion Elite. Exodus. I've heard of Exodia, but never Exodus. Honestly, I have no idea what that is. So these guys seem pretty standard. let's go ahead and take these guys head on, starting off with him. So we got the Exodus, okay? Order. Alright, so they're choosing a target, I think. Honestly, I don't know. That Protect Lance with Massimo, that looks pretty massive, don't you think? Alright, charge up! You know, to be honest, I'm not sure if I really should just keep these, keep up with these sub-battles, because they're really just regular enemies again, just now actually required. So really, I don't see much point in keeping these in. What do you guys think? Of course, most of this is going to be recorded in advance, so chances are I probably won't be able to read your comments till later. Yeah, I think you get the idea. Okay.
Here we go! Final strike!
That hasn't changed. Still epic. Okay, why are they only attacking Massimo? That makes no sense to me. Or is it just because he's the biggest of the three of us, he's the bigger target? That doesn't make any sense to me. Well, it takes care of them. And I say that too much, don't I? And X leveled up. So, carrying on.
What is it, Massimo?
I thought there was someone behind me.
Well, whoever they are, I'm sure glad they took care of those guards. Now, time for a little treasure hunting.
Well, well. I wonder who that could be. Okay, now I believe there's a Reploid here that needs our help. Okay, must not be on this floor. Alright, now what? Same enemies as before. Whoop-de-flippin'-do. Alright, Sand Splash, that means we are now blind. Or at least Massimo is. That battle was a complete waste of my time. Thank goodness I cut it out, and oh, there's a Reploid who needs help. It's a Prion. Since it can still work, we'll send him right back to Hunter Base, and yeah, I think you get the idea. Now what? Okay, now we got some new enemies. Now those dragonflies. Not run! I didn't mean run! Ah! Well, that was swell. Oh, I bet you I'll run into them again. I'm pretty damn sure we will. Okay, another figure token, and let me guess. Another figure token. Yep. I thought so. And these guys, Vaccine, Cure 1, and Cooler. That's cool. Uh-oh. And here's one of the gimmicks of this area. Now, if we walk into these things, they'll set up an alarm. I'll show you. Which means we'll be forced into, yep, another battle. Okay, so now we have one of the new enemies I was gonna analyze. We have a rabbit. Yeah, very original. Can't steal anything from these guys because they got nothing to steal. However, they can drop a Tank Energy 10 and a reboot. The thing about these guys, they tend to call in reinforcements a lot. So, they're pretty dang annoying.
Here we go, final strike.
But they're easy to take down anyway. Or at least they should be. Okay, that's what I mean. They keep calling for backup. That's gonna get annoying really fast, don't you think? Alright, I'm just gonna cut the rest of this.
You can't run away.
After this, that is. Okay, now we're gonna cut. Oh, that wasn't nice. Now the only way to avoid these, boost. You can't go wrong with a boost. Okay, there's a tank energy thing there. Massimo needs some energy. Let's see what we got. 25, okay, that's decent enough. 2 different doors to take. I wonder which one's right. Well, I think that's something we'll figure out in the next episode, so next time Megaman X Command Mission, we'll be venturing further into the lab, and hopefully find Professor Godeel, who looks more like a duck or a platypus or what the hell ever. Well, till next time, YouTubers, on that note, I take my leave.